want me to go ahead for the new people that don't know me, a little background about me first?
Will they been warning?
Yes, please. I'm not much of a salesperson. I'm only passionate in what I believe in, and that's why I'm able to, I guess, sell my service. But I consider myself more of a problem solver. And basically I started, I guess, 20 years ago as a loan officer and failed miserably. I was giving everybody like the best rates and making no money and didn't understand how to do that. But what I learned was a lot about the loan programs and how people can qualify to purchase a home. And then I got recruited into real estate. I came across a builder and he offered to pay for my school and said, you'd be a great real estate agent. And I went and got my license and sold, like in the first 6 months, 20 new home construction homes. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then Harry and I got together and we did many years of new home construction, and we got married, and then the market correction happened. And made us sit down and have to decide, what are we gonna do? I love real estate. How are we gonna, and it really was Harry that said, we're gonna have to do property management. So he went out and does what he always does very well, and he brought in business. And so I developed a system and a process, and one of the first things I did was get an attorney to make sure that everything that I did was compliant, and I still work with that attorney today. So whenever I have anything, and it happens all the time, that I'm unsure about, I always contact him and he advises me, and he doesn't charge me. So I have someone that helps me grow my business in that respect. But we basically thoroughly screen tenants to place in residential homes. We also do homeowners association management, which is booming for us. And I'm actually enjoying that quite a bit. And there are a lot of challenges with that as well. And you've got a couple of companies here locally that pretty much own the market on homeowners association management. And you really want to consider hiring someone like my company, because you're gonna get just hands-on experience. We're gonna drive through that neighborhood. We're gonna video everything that we see. We're not just gonna arbitrarily send a violation letter to somebody. We're gonna have proof in what we do, make sure that all the covenants are understood, the board's supported, and everybody's treated professionally and respectfully. But going back to property management, we do also a very good job at marketing. Yesterday alone, I've just hired a new person to help me, but yesterday alone I think we processed or talked to over 100 people that were looking to rent properties. And unfortunately, a lot of them were challenging. And I'm not just, one of the things that I do get are owners that email me mostly, do we have a tenant yet? Do we have a tenant yet? Do we have a tenant yet? And I will not let an owner pressure me into putting a body in a house. If I can't qualify somebody, I'm not gonna put them in there, and I'd rather not manage the property if I'm not placing the tenant fast enough for the owner. We are successful enough that I don't have to be desperate in that way, and it's just not my character anyway. So sometimes homes do take a little time. I offer a very good maintenance program for those who want a maintenance program, because a lot of my clients live out of state. So one thing that I do is I don't do any work on a house over $150 without owner approval and a bid given to the owner. I can customize my system and process for every owner, because every owner is different. Just like Bruce is a little different. He's so kind with his tenants that, you know, he recently had a tenant that had lost their job and wanted to break their tenant agreement. And I knew Bruce was going to be kind and let them do that without having to be responsible for the rent. But in return, Bruce, you get what you put out there, because they gave you back a house in immaculate condition. But most of the time, if the tenant wants to break the tenant agreement, I'm going to tell him you're responsible for the rent until the end of the term of the lease, or until we find a new tenant to place, on the property. But I can customize. I have homeowners that do their own maintenance. I have homeowners that want to have more control over everything that I do. Not a problem. I have special codes in my software that I use to make sure that I do exactly what they want me to do. And I'm really looking for CPAs, as I mentioned earlier, investors. We deal with people that have properties that are in IRAs, financial advisors, homeowners, Senior citizens, you've got a senior citizen that doesn't want to sell their house, but needs to downsize. We take very good care of our senior citizens, and we make sure, my maintenance crew, whenever I have a senior that has anything wrong, they're priority number one. And I actually will be getting a reference from a man that has a mom who's over 90, and she's been a tenant for 15 years, and she's gonna have to go into a nursing home soon, but he just praised our company and how well we've taken good care of her. Also looking for closing attorneys, loan officers, electricians, plumbers, HVAC people, and insurance agents. So if you know of anybody, please let me know, and I'd be happy to serve anybody that needs property management. Does anybody have any questions? All right. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Missy Spore.